the latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rob Suzon every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
AFP intensifies security in 403 areas of concern for midterm elections. Philippine Army plans to acquire short-range air defense system. Fuel prices up. 9 LGUs in NCR, Calabar Zone and Central Luzon report surge in dengue.
Ito
Hello to everyone, especially to our troops at Camp Emilio Ginaldo in Quezon City. Today is Tuesday, February 18, and this is AFP Community News, your source for the updates of the armed forces and other developments across the country. I am Rob Suzanabay, here to bring you today's stories.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And for the brief overview of our news, the Armed Forces of the Philippines is closely monitoring 403 areas of concern nationwide to ensure safety for the upcoming May 12 midterm elections. The areas include 188 under the yellow category with history of election-related incidents, 177 under orange with armed threats present, and 38 under red with highest alert due to violence and past threats. It can be recalled that AFP spokesperson Colonel Francel Margaret Padilla announced that 80,000 soldiers will be deployed with potential reinforcements as the election date approaches. The AFP is working with the Commission on Elections, Philippine National Police, and other agencies to guarantee peaceful elections.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The Philippine Army announced plans to purchase a short-range air defense system as part of its strategy to boost territorial defense capabilities. Army Chief Lieutenant General Roy Galido said that the procurement process is already in motion under the Army's approved budget. The system will help secure the 200 nautical mile exclusive economic zone where tensions with China persist. While he did not specify the brand, he emphasized compatibility with the Navy and Air Force platforms as a priority.
Armed Forces Radio.
Let us hear more from Meljoy of First Year G about 86th IB welcomes 41 students from the Jones Rural School for work immersion.
Yes, good afternoon. The 86th Infantry Highlander Battalion, under the leadership of Lieutenant Colonel Empizo W. Angalao, welcomed the 41 work immersion students from the Jones Rural School in an opening ceremony at its headquarters in Barangay Uno, Jones, Isabela. This initiative underscores the unit's strong commitment to education and youth development. During the ceremony, Captain Peter M. Natividad Jr., the acting battalion executive officer and operation officer, addressed the students by encouraging them to maximize the opportunity. The program was formalized through a memorandum of agreement with the Jones Rural School and 86th Infantry Battalion, which aims to instill discipline, responsibility, and patriotism in the students. Beyond fulfilling academic requirements, it reflects the Highlander Battalion's dedication to shaping the future leaders to become responsible citizens. The 86th Infantry Battalion continues to strengthen its partnerships with educational institutions, ensuring that the students gain valuable skills, leadership principles, and a deeper understanding of the Philippine Army's role in peace and nation building. This is Meljoy Nashua Arroco reporting for AFP Community News. One AFP for stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Meljoy of First Year G.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The Philippine Air Force conducted a maritime air patrol over the eastern seaboard of Catanduanes, supporting the Southern Luzon Command of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. The patrol, which utilized a PAF aircraft, monitored the country's territorial waters and exclusive economic zone to reinforce maritime security. This operation highlights the PAF's dedication in ensuring the security of territorial waters and enhancing air domain awareness in the region.
DWDD Armed Armed Forces News.
The Philippine Navy announced that it will review a proposal to create a separate West Philippine Sea Command, distinct from the current Western Command and Northern Luzon Command responsible for managing the area. Rear Admiral Roy Vincent Trinidad, the spokesperson for the West Philippine Sea, said the recommendation from Senator Francis Tolentino was well received and will be studied. Tolentino suggested that the new command could enhance response capabilities and cooperation. Westcom currently oversees the Kalayaan Island Group and the Yungan Shoal, while NOLCOM handles Panatag Shoal, key areas of tension between the Philippines and China.
Armed Forces Radio.
And more updates from Leonor about 1102nd Infantry Brigade and its partners hold groundbreaking ceremony for a new mosque in Sulus Camp, aka.
The construction of a new mosque began with a groundbreaking ceremony in Camp Aka, Barangay Bualuok, Sulu. Donated by Salim Muzahid Al-Anazi, the project is a partnership with the 1102nd Infantry Brigade, Southeast Asia Development Committee Foundation Incorporated, and the Revival of Islamic Heritage Society, Kuwait. Colonel Wilfredo Borgoña Jr., representing 1102nd Brigade Commander, Brigadier General Alaric Avelino de los Santos, highlighted the mosque as a symbol of peace and unity for both military and local communities. The 10 by 15-meter mosque is set to be completed in 3 months, and this project aims to promote peace, cooperation, and understanding in the region. This is Leonor Tanap reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Leonor.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The Batang Mindanao Project, in partnership with the 101st Infantry Brigade, conducted a successful gift-giving and outreach activity for 661 young learners from Tayran Elementary School in Akap Learning Center in Lantawan, Basilan. Municipal Mayor Nasser Abubakar and Barangay Chairman Mark Michael Suwela expressed gratitude for the initiative's support of local education. The event also featured games, free haircuts, and a logo design contest for students, creating a joyful atmosphere while promoting education. The Batang Mindanao Project continues to foster unity and inspire young learners through education and community collaboration.
DWDD National News.
For our national news, fuel prices went up today as energy sanctions by the United States against Russia and Iran triggered market reactions. The per-liter price of gasoline and diesel went up by 80 centavos, while the prices of kerosene increased by 10 centavos. Energy sources added that rising Middle East tensions also pushed up oil prices.
Armed Forces Radio.
From Solcom, let's hear from Jess about peace rally launch in Sorsogon to promote fair and peaceful elections.
2 consecutive peace rallies were successfully held in the province of Sorsogon on February 11, 2025, led by the Philippine National Police, Commission on Elections, and Philippine Army in collaboration with various government agencies and civic organizations. The event aimed to advocate for an orderly, clean, and peaceful election. Both rallies featured a unity walk where participants marched together as a symbol of unity, followed by the covenant signing where the government representatives and other stakeholders sign a pledge to uphold free, fair, and violence-free elections. The Peace Rally is one of the many government initiatives in partnership with various government agencies to maintain peace and security in the province before and after election. This is Jess from Solcom reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Jess from Solcom.
DWDD National News.
The Department of Health is helping 9 local government units in Calabar Zone, Central Luzon, the National Capital Region that have seen a sharp increase in dengue cases. DOH spokesperson Assistant Secretary Albert Domingo said Quezon City is among the Metro Manila LGUs with a rising number of dengue cases. Last Saturday, the Quezon City government declared a dengue outbreak after recording 1,769 cases from January 1 to February 14. Across the country, the DOH reported a total of 28,234 cases from January to February 1, a 40% increase in cases for the same period in 2024.
DWDD National News.
In related news, Quezon City Epidemiology and Surveillance Division Chief Dr. Rolando Cruz urged the residents to seek immediate medical attention when they experience dengue symptoms. Cruz encouraged the parents not to wait for more than 2 days of fever before having their children assessed by a doctor. He announced an outbreak to inform mothers and parents that there is a threat of dengue in the community. A total of 1,769 cases were recorded from January 1 to February 14 in Quezon City, which is almost 200% higher than last year's figure.
Armed Forces Radio.
From NOLCOM, let's hear some information from Joanne about 120 BCMT graduates strengthen Philippine Army Reserve Force in Kalinga.
The 405th Laang Kawal Community Defense Center Kalinga Reserve Command Philippine Army successfully concluded the Basic Citizen Military Training Class 03-2024 on February 16, 2025 at St. Louis College of Bulanao, Tabuk City, Kalinga. A total of 120 civilian volunteers from the province of Kalinga completed the training, officially joining the Laang Kawal ng Pilipinas as part of the Philippine Army Reserve Force. This initiative plays a crucial role in bolstering external territorial defense and strengthening national security. A key highlight of the ceremony was the pinning of ranks, symbolizing the graduates' transition into their new roles as reservists, prepared to serve the nation. Following this, the graduates participated in the oath-taking as enlisted reservists and were formally accepted as members of the 1405th Ready Reserve Infantry Battalion, marking their official integration into the Reserve Force. The event was graced by Colonel Camilo Sadam, representing Major General Gulliver L. Seniores, Philippine Army, commander of the 5th Infantry Star Division, Philippine Army, as the guest of honor and speaker. This milestone underscored the Philippine Army's commitment to developing a disciplined and capable reserve force ready to support national defense, disaster response, and community resilience. This is John Sagaok reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Joanne from NOLCOM.
DWDD National News.
For other dengue update, the Muntinlupa City government recorded 22 cases of dengue in more than a month this year. The 22 dengue cases in Muntinlupa were recorded from January to February 8 this year. To prevent the spread of dengue, CHO implements search and destroy of mosquito breeding sites, spray spraying, and health education to increase awareness of the prevention and control of dengue. Cleanup drives are regularly done in barangays.
DWDD National News.
For another development story, the Commission on Elections has halted the printing of ballots for the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao parliamentary polls. This comes after the approval by the Bicameral Conference Committee of its postponement to October 13, 2025. COMELEC Chairperson George Erwin Garcia explained that with the approval by the Bicameral Conference Committee, it is most likely that there is already an enrolled bill that would be submitted for the President's signature. The BARM polls were originally set to be held together with the May 12 midterm elections.
Armed Forces Radio.
On the other line, let's hear more from Angel about 9 communist rebels surrender in northern Samar.
Yes, Rolf. 9 members of Sub-Regional Guerrilla Unit, SRC Emporium, surrendered to the 19th Infantry Battalion of the Philippine Army at the battalion's headquarters in Barangay Opong, Katubig, Northern Samar. The surrenderees, identified as Omboy, Johnry, Lenlen, Adi, Bobby, Ostoy, Boy, Nap, and Yutot, cited severe hunger, loss of community support, and years of hardship as reasons for leaving the armed struggle. They also surrendered firearms and explosives, including 1 R4 rifle and 2 M16 rifles. 19th Infantry Battalion Commander Lieutenant Colonel Marvin Maragun praised their decision to return to the fold of the law. This is Angel Cruz Kamamot reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Angel.
DWDD National News.
Meanwhile, the Department of Education confirmed that an investigation has been launched into a dozen private schools across 9 divisions. This is due to allegations of listing ghost students to receive government subsidies, under the Senior High School Voucher Program. DepEd said its central office is currently investigating the alleged presence of ghost students under the CHSVP involving 12 private schools. DepEd Secretary Sonny Angara said they take these allegations seriously. He also added that any form of misuse of public funds intended for critical education programs will not be tolerated.
DWDD National News.
The Department of Labor and Employment, in partnership with Malaysia, is leading efforts to equip the ASEAN workforce with essential digital skills. The collaboration aims to address the growing skills gap in an industry that is undergoing digital transformation. DOLE has appointed Assistant Secretary Paul Vincent Anuver as the Philippines Ambassador for IOS 2025, with Bureau of Local Employment Director Patrick Patriwirawan Jr. serving as the national coordinator for the initiative. The agency also continues to expand its technical and vocational education and training programs to better prepare Filipino workers for industries shaped by digital transformation.
Armed Forces Radio.
From Congress, more updates from Terrence about optimism of the passage of the e-governance law before 19 Congress ends, expressed in the House.
Representative Brian Raymond Yamsuan is optimistic that the 19th Congress can still pass the proposed E-Governance Act into law before the 19th Congress adjourns on June 13 to usher in a new era of improved government efficiency and modernized public services. Yamsuan said that the proposed measure, which was passed before the sessions adjourned last February 5, aims to transition government services to digitalization to make their delivery more convenient, accessible, and transparent. As one of the principal authors of the bill in the House of Representatives, Yamsuan said that their ultimate goal in passing the E-Governance Act into law is better public service for Filipinos. The use of technology will eliminate long lines and long waiting times and do away with going through various tedious processes just to access government services. Both the House and the Senate have already approved the respective versions of the e-governance measure on third and final reading. A conference committee requested by the House on January 28 and agreed to by the Senate on February 3 will reconcile conflicting provisions of the two versions when Congress resumes session in June. This is Terence Mordeno Grano reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Terrence from Congress.
Armed Forces Radio.
Let's also hear a report on the ground about Philippine Army launches 128th anniversary with the exercise Katihan and capability demonstrations. Gone for the details, Jai.
Yes, Rolf, the Philippine Army began its 128th founding anniversary celebration with the theme Matatag na Sandigan ng Bagong Pilipinas during a media gathering at 4th Bonifacio, Taguig City yesterday. Led by Army Chief Lieutenant General Roy M. Galido, he emphasized the Army's unwavering support for a stronger Philippines. As part of the celebrations, the second iteration of Exercise Katihan will be held from February 17 to March 22, 2025, with the highlight being the combined arms training exercise at Fort Magsaysay, Nueva Ecija from March 3 to 22, 2025. The main anniversary event will be held on March 22, 2025 with the President, Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. as the guest of honor. This is Jai reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Jai.
DWDD National News.
For other national news, the Presidential Task Force on Media Security welcomed the Committee to Protect Journalists report that no Filipino journalist was killed in 2024. PTFOM's Executive Director Undersecretary Jose Torres Jr. said the development is a testament to the collaborative efforts of various stakeholders, including law enforcement agencies, media organizations, and civil society in promoting a safer environment for the press. The task force recognizes the hard work and dedication of all those involved in upholding the principles of press freedom and protecting the lives of media professionals. But Torres emphasized that the PTFOMS remains vigilant and committed to its mandate, as they recognize that the fight for media security is an ongoing process and they cannot afford to be complacent.
DWDD National News.
National Housing Authority General Manager Joe Ventay led the inspection of the Disciplina Village Arcong Bato housing project in Valenzuela City. This is to ensure quality and on-time completion of shelters. Tai said the Disciplina Village Arcong Bato housing project stands as testament to the agency's commitment to in-city development. Valenzuela Mayor Wesley Gatchalian said that the housing site has been set aside primarily for the informal settler families in endangered areas along the Toliahan River.
Armed Forces Radio.
Let us hear more updates from Mark about 4th ID targets NPA insurgency end by September.
Yes, Rof. The 4th Infantry Division Commander, Brigadier General Michel Anayron Jr., aims to end insurgency in his area by September 2025, despite the New People's Army still having over 100 members. The division will continue military operation while offering surrender and reintegration program. He said that they will focus on a partnership with local government units and national agencies to address the poverty and other root causes of insurgency. It can be recalled that Mirna Solarte, a top NBA leader in the Caraga region, was neutralized in a clash and is expected to trigger more surrenders. This is Mark reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Mark.
Armed Forces Radio.
More updates from Shai about Philippines-Germany strengthened defense ties after high-level talks.
Yes, good afternoon. The Philippines and Germany bolstered their defense and military cooperation following high-level discussions at the Munich Security Conference. Armed Forces of the Philippines Chief of Staff General Romeo Browner Jr. and Germany's Chief of Defense General Carsten Brewer emphasized expanding collaboration in cyber warfare, military education and training, and maritime cooperative activities. The AFP stated the goal is to enhance both nations' interoperability and ability to address security challenges. The Philippines also seeks stronger military partnerships to ensure stability in the Asia-Pacific region. This is Shai Rivera reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Shai.
DWDD National News.
More high-end luxury cars have been uncovered by operatives of the Bureau of Customs Intelligence and Investigation Service in Makati City. Customs Commissioner Bienvenido Rubio said that the seized vehicles were worth 366 million pesos. This include brands such as Ferrari, Porsche, and McLaren. The latest catch brought to more than 30 the total number of smuggled luxury cars seized by CIIS operatives.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And that concludes today's broadcast. Thank you for tuning in, especially to our audience on AFP Radio DWDD's Facebook page. Be sure to join and catch us again tomorrow for more stories and updates, same time and same station. Once again, this is Rolf Susan Abay for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Behold the latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rob Susan every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Kayo ay nakatutok sa DWDD